Hello, 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 y'all. I'm coming to you live from the car as always. And today, my mouth is already watering. If you do mukbangs, does that happen to anybody else? Like, my mouth is watering like a dog because I know it's about to be delicious food time. Can anybody relate to that? Mukbanger or otherwise? So I am in the Taco Bell drive-thru because, well, what can I tell you? It's time for the Taco Bell, and this comes courtesy of my girl, Tracy B, who sent me a Taco Bell gift card for my birthday. Does she know me or what? I didn't bring the card. It's precious. It's on my fridge, actually. Excuse me. But that's how you know when somebody knows you, honey. When they give you the gift of the Taco Bell. So, I just got back from the cruise. I just might as well go out with a final hurrah this weekend before I get back on the grind Monday and start my tap water and bread prison diet. Because I have eaten and eaten and eaten. Are you understanding what I'm telling you? Let me tell you again. I've eaten and eaten and eaten. And I have to stop. Like, I have to stop. But I'm going out with a bang. I've got my Piggly Wiggly shirt on. I've had this forever. And to drink, I've got a Diet Mountain Dew. You know, you just know. Let me do a thumbnail. Because I always forget. So, I don't even know what I had, and here's what happens when you're a vegetarian. We need to talk about that too, because remember that vlog I did where I went back on my vegetarianism for a one-time thing for a celebration for passing my real estate thing? It didn't hurt my stomach, so to speak, but without getting into too much information, it stopped things up for several days. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So, Tyler Ramey's back on the no meat and has been. That was definitely a one-time thing. People are like, are you going to go? Are you going to start eating meat all the time now? No. No, I'm not. So, I have literally had a Quest bar to eat today, and I've been running around like a madman. And we're just going to get right down to it. And so all that to say, they probably jacked it up and still gave me meat. And if so, I have to be close enough where I can bring it back. So I have some napkins and a fork, you know. Okay, the nacho fries, at least in this area, are gone. So I got some cheesy potato something. Hold on. I've had these before a long time. Cheesy Fiesta potatoes, that's it. Honey, I ain't got no shame. I'm going to lick the nacho cheese off. Mmm. See that cheese and sour cream? I got that. I got my very favorite $1 cheesy bean and rice burrito. Delicious. And I got 2 of the Dorito tacos, one in nacho cheese, one in Cooler Ranch. And I apologize about this lighting situation. Is that better? That's a little better. So these are supposed to be no meat sub beans. Let's see. Let's just see. They did it! They really did it! I'm gonna make such a mess. Taco Bell's messy enough, but in the car. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? I think that's it. Never something. 1 minute old. I'm so excited. Okay, so do you see the Cooler Ranch specs on here? They're on there. It's a Cooler Ranch shell with beans, lettuce, and cheese. Mmm. Talking about getting my digestive tract moving, honey. If this doesn't get it moving, I don't know what will. If loving Diet Mountain Dew is wrong, then I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right because every once in a while, like, you can't eat Taco Bell with water, people, okay? Just can't do it. So the cruise was fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I'm a little bit depressed to be back, to be honest, because it was so good. So many fun people. I got to hang with Shannon here from YouTube and Michelle, and they were just precious. Not to mention all my YMCA peeps. I think there were 40 of us total on the boat together. And it was great. I really like being unconnected, so I didn't pay for the cell service. I know. I didn't pay for the cell service because I'm not paying $20 a day. I like having my phone off. It's perfect for me. I don't have to deal with work. And we talked about this a little while we were on the cruise, some of us. I am 33, so I was born in 1985. I'm right on the cusp of, I had a cell phone when I turned 17. They were just coming out. But it could not, there was no texting. It was a phone. Like, it called people. And that's all it did. So, as I grew up, I wasn't in that scrolling 24/7 on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. I mean, I just, I wasn't born, I don't know. I feel like the kids, and I call kids anybody like 20 and under, that's all they've ever known is the cell phone. And so it's harder, I think, for them to go without it. Whereas I'm like, perfect, because I can entertain myself. Like, I mean, I'm fine without a phone. But I don't think the younger generation knows how to do that. And I think that's a little sad. Okay, let's try these. I love my phone, don't get me wrong. And I'm on it a lot, and I'm on it a lot more than I should be. But I also can be without it. Does that make sense? Let's try these fries. Or not fries. Potatoes. Honey, you squirt some nacho cheese on a potato and you can't go wrong. I don't care who you are. In the words of Lady T, just stop it. Just stop it. Very good. I'm also starving. And when you're starving, you could eat a piece of white bread and be like, oh, that's the best thing I've ever had. But that really is legitimately delicious. So here's my question for you. Can you or can you not live without your cell phone? How would you cope without it? Would that be okay for you? Would that be terrible? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm genuinely curious. I would obviously, I like it because of the connectivity to social media. Obviously YouTube, this whole platform wouldn't be available without phones because I'm lazy. I do everything from my phone. I film, I edit, I post, I do everything is from my phone. So that would be hard. But other than that, like, I just don't have to have it. Cheesy bean and rice banana. Also got to tell you what I'm watching later. I always try to hold it so that the stuff doesn't squirt out of the bottom of it. It has nacho cheese, beans, rice, and some kind of delicious sauce. It's so good. And this is $1. I think my entire meal total was $6 and some change. And this is a lot of food. And it's why everybody goes here, including at 3 a.m. when you've had questionable beverage choices, right? Not me. I'm never up that late. I was looking at my Fitbit, y'all. My sleep was not great on the cruise. I think the longest I had was 5 hours. It's hard for Papa to sleep anywhere but his bed. It's just hard. I just don't like it. And the older I get, the worse it gets. I used to could sleep anywhere and not care. Like, it didn't matter. I could just go to sleep. But the older I get, the less that's happening. I'm already getting full, y'all. But I'm going to power through it. This is... Also, I am so everywhere today. My brain's like... So just forgive me. I feel like the hungrier you are going into a meal, the faster you get full. Whereas if you go in maybe sometimes like already a little bit full, you can just eat and eat and eat. Like I'm already getting full and this is the only thing I've basically eaten today. So how's that possible? I love Taco Bell. I know I shouldn't, but I do. Tracy she gets me, okay? Also, they have breakfast here at the Taco Bell, but I've never had it. Have you ever had breakfast at the TB? And if so, what do you get and why? You all know me. I am a Quest bar kind of guy, honey, when it comes to breakfast. And so that's all I have, but I bet it's delicious. I'll tell you what's also hard on a cruise for me. Typically on a normal day, I would eat a Quest bar. I would snack all day. I might have some yogurt, some oatmeal, and then a granola bar, some more snacks. And then I would have like a dinner. Well, on the cruise, you have a buffet for breakfast. You have a buffet for lunch. You have a buffet for dinner. Then you have dessert. Then you have dessert buffets in between. Then you have snacks in between. Then you have, 24/7 pizza. Then it's just a lot. It's a lot of food. And my body wasn't ready. I also don't do well when I'm going on vacation. My digestive system doesn't do well, honey. It's like a light switch. It just switches off, and it's like that's cute that you're on vacation, but we're not actually going to use the bathroom until you get back home to your home toilet. So that's always fun. But I'm happy to report all is well in that department. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know what the sauce on that is, but I absolutely love it. See that sauce? It's like a cream sauce. It's like an orangey, delicious, artery clogging sauce. But again, just a little spice. I really want another, a refill of Diet Mountain Dew. If you take the food out, can you take your cup back in and refill it? I know you can if you're doing dine-in, but how do they feel if you're eating in your car? I don't really think the Taco Bell people care that much, to be honest, based on the people that were working in mine, but it's probably against the rules. Maybe I was a little hungrier than I thought. Oh. Let me show you. What I'm going to be watching tonight. Can you see? It's Hereditary. This is a terrifying movie that I saw in the theaters. And I'm already legitimately scared to watch it. I don't even know how to explain it to you. If you're a horror movie fan, somebody who likes scary movies, go get it. I got this at Redbox, but you can rent it on all the things, all the electronic things. And I'm not even going to go into detail about it, but it's terrifying. Oh my God, y'all. This one is like neon orange. I've had these before, so it's no secret to anyone. Yes. So yes, the cruise was amazing. I'm so happy to be home, but I was so happy to hang out with everybody, and again, to meet Shannon and Michelle, I love you and I miss you all. It was so fun because even though it was a really big boat, we saw each other all the time, like the whole group. And it's so hard to stay connected with people when you're there because you don't have tech service, so you can't be like, meet me at such and such time. But like, we would just randomly bump into each other and be like, oh, and hang out and like, you know, have lunch or chill out in the pool. It was just fun. Very, very, very fun. I asked the lady at Taco Bell, I said, do people do this, get beans instead of meat? And she said, no. And I was like, well, I said, at least it's an option to like ring up. And she was like, yeah, it is. But I'm telling y'all, for me personally, meat it's just not good for my body. For my body. I'm not saying that for anybody else. For my body, for Tyler Ramey's body, it's no good. So I am going to stay on the meat train. Or the non-meat train, Lord. I'm also finishing up my book that I brought on the cruise, which is Stephen King, Dolores Claiborne. It was also made into a movie with Kathy Bates. I've seen the movie, but the book is fabulous. And as I was reading it, I was like, I cannot wait to rewatch the movie. Oh my God. There's a guy driving with a little like a baby carrier on his chest on a bike, but he's got a chihuahua in there. Sweet thing! Okay, well, as you can see, I plowed through that. That's all she wrote. So yes, have you seen Dolores Claiborne? Have you read it? And if you've seen the movie, have you read the book? And if not, I highly, highly recommend to read the book. It is fabulous. And it was nice to like read at night. I thought, instead of grabbing my phone and mindlessly scrolling at night, I need to read a book. It's going to be better for my eyes. It's probably going to help me sleep. And I mean, I've been enthralled with that book. Yes. So unbelievably delicious. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad to be back. I've missed you all. I'm going to catch up on my comments very, very soon. For those of you that are still wondering, Pat, everything's official with my real estate. I had my pictures done. I picked a broker. I am good to go. I'm going to start on that too. So I'm super excited to start that journey in addition to my full-time job at the Y. But yes, I'm back, baby. I've missed you. Connect with me on social media. All the information is below, but it's TRamey1 on Instagram, Tyler Ramey on Facebook, Tyler Ramey YouTube on Facebook. I love you and I mean it. Till next time. Goodbye.